Welcome back to a day in the life of here at the Whisky Baron. Today we are at one of London's most prestigious whisky events. It's the Whisky Event, hosted by the people behind the whisky world. There are so many phenomenal brands here, some great stands, amazing whiskies, absolutely phenomenal buffet, and if all of that wasn't enough, there are 3 absolutely stunning masterclasses on. Today, we are bringing you an extra special episode. This is the £100,000 Whiskey Challenge episode. So today, the idea is we're going to try and sample bottles of whiskey that have a total retail value of £100,000. Now, we've been led into the show a little bit early this year because we're working in collaboration with the Whisky Event to create some great content for you guys. And I've been lucky enough to sample a 32-year-old Convalmore before anything gets going here. People are still queuing up outside, and I've already got a 32-year-old Convalmore in my glass. Really, really delicious whiskey and a retail value of £1,100. So we've already got that on the board today, but let's see if we can hit £100,000. Let's go. So we are in full swing here at the Whisky Event. We're having a little mooch around. We don't want to get too excited too early because obviously £100,000 is a big target. However, I've stopped off at Gordon and MacPhail because they always bring the goods. All right, they've got some wonderful things on the stand, a couple of really special bits tucked away underneath, but they also have some seriously rare bits and pieces if you are lucky enough. This is a 65-year-old Glen Grant distilled in 1958. It is the latest in the Mr. George Legacy releases, and this is about £7,500 a bottle. A Buzzfill sherry cask bottle at 56.5%. I've only been nosing it thus far, but my God, is this rich and just so luxurious. It's leathery, there are wonderful fruits in there. 65 years in bottle, I mean, it's over twice my age, £7,500 a bottle. We're talking some serious whiskey here. Let's move on to the next. So we've stopped off with Moet Hennessy, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, and we decided to try the Glenmorangie. This is a 1998 vintage. Obviously, they used to have their wonderful 25-year-old age statement. They scrapped that. Obviously, well-aged stocks aren't always that easy to keep in constant flow, but they came out with the vintage bottles. This is a 1998, I believe it's 23 years old, a mixture of virgin oak, first fill bourbon, and fresh Oloroso. I mean, I've already had a small sup on it here. But it's everything that you want from Glenmorangie. Wonderful, light, also has some really wonderful depth to it though. And the tannins that those fresh oak casks are giving is really, really delicious. So we are here today, guys, with Martin from Highland Park. He's the global brand ambassador, and he's very kindly decided to share 2 of the most high-age statements, exciting whiskies within the Highland Park lineup. So, first one is 21-year-old here, Martin. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Well, this is our 2022 edition.
Okay.
We're trying to make a new edition every year. What's special about these releases is that they're all different. Different amount of cask, different type of casks, but we're trying to keep the DNA of Highland Park alive. So it's unmistakably a Highland Park, but then with a little twist. And this one here, we're using American oak sherry cask, European oak sherry cask, and then we're using a bit of bourbon cask as well, which is quite unusual for Highland Park.
Sure.
This is all about sherry. Where the 23 edition is a bit of Rioja cask in there to give it a bit more kind of winery flavour.
Okay.
So we try to change them a little bit. But this is always bottled at 46%.
Fantastic.
And gives us, you know, the true DNA of Highland Park with the beautiful honey floral flavour. But then there is this mix of marzipan, there's a bit of orange peel coming out as well. And then the bourbon cask gives us this citrusy vanilla flavour as well.
You're making me thirsty, sir.
Well,
can I have a sample?
Yeah, of course. There you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
There,
thank you very much. Wow. Wow, that's delicious. Definitely get the marzipan.
Definitely,
a little
yeah.
bit nutty almost. That's delicious. That's really rich. And again, guys, 21-year-old whiskey. Get down to the whiskey event. You can try something truly special. And speaking of truly special, Martin, you actually whipped out something even more special. I was only expecting a 21-year-old. Martin said, we've got something even more interesting under the table. Tell the people at home what we've got here.
Well, this is our Acadian Vintage 1988. We don't really call it Acadian Vintage anymore, but we used to have in the past 64, a 68, a 71, a 76 and so on. And we stopped it for a while, but thought now it's time to bring it back. So this is the 1988, and this is 625 bottles. Only, wow. So quite a small batch, and it started its life in bourbon casks.
Okay.
And then 11 months before we bottle it, we put it into sherry cask, European oak sherry cask, for the rest of the life.
One singular cask?
Well, it's two casks. Two casks.
Okay.
Casks. And this gives us, it's 35 years old, and you get a little bit of oakiness, you get a little bit of the floral flavor, and you'll find that the smokiness that comes out of the back of the tongue is a little bit drier than you'll see in some of the younger whiskies here.
Okay.
And that's what we did back then. Used a little bit more peating hours, was a little bit longer and so on, so it changed a bit. But absolutely amazing and really, really delicious.
Fantastic.
Really delicious.
Well, they say the best way to try a whiskey is with one in each hand. And what better way to do it? 21-year-old at Highland Park and 35-year-old Highland Park here, guys. Thank you so much for sharing, Martin. I'm sorry to get down to the brass tacks of it, but you were telling me the price tag of this just before we started filming. Do you mind sharing with the people at home?
This is £2,500.
£2,500 a bottle, guys. You get down to one of the shows like the Whisky Event. You might actually get to meet a whiskey legend like Martin, speak to him about the brand, and try something truly special. So, we will see you. Thank you so much for sharing this.
You're welcome.
We'll move on to the next one now, guys. Thanks. So we've snuck into the back of the Macallan Masterclass, and there are 5 absolutely amazing whiskies on show here. We've got the 18-year-old, the double oak and the sherry oak, as well as the 30-year-olds, both the double cask and the sherry oak. So again, really, really, really interesting whiskies, exciting whiskies. Macallan, obviously known to be such a luxurious brand the world over. It really is a mark of quality. They've also got the Folio number 7, which is the latest in their Folio series, which we're going to be moving on to next. But we snuck in the back here, a little bit naughty, but really interesting to hear Felicity White, brand ambassador, talking us through. I think she's just about to move on to the 30-year-old, so I'm going to speed through the 218s and see where we stand. So we're here with William Grant, Balvenie and Glenfiddich, and they pulled out something really special, 25-year-old Balvenie. This is one of my favorite drams, not something that I get to try all that often, but my God is it good. This is absolutely the epitome of luxury when it comes to Speyside single malts. Really, really wonderful, fruity, delicious. It's everything you want and more. And it's on the stand. There we go. Boom. 25-year-old Balvenie. The more OBs really start singing at all the rages. It's one of my favorite distilleries, and this 30-year-old is absolutely outstanding. It's fruity, but it still has that classic but more character, quite coastal, a little bit salty, absolutely delicious, and at nearly £2,200, it's getting us well on our way. Where's JJ Curry? JJ Curry. So we're here with JJ Curry and we're trying The Chosen. This is their 27-year-old single cask from Bushmills Distillery. A phenomenal dram, a truly rare whiskey, and something that you would seldom see from an independent bottler. I absolutely love JJ Curry. They're one of my favorites when it comes to Irish whiskey, and being able to try it here at the show just makes the event all that much more special. Sláinte. Our second masterclass was dubbed Diageo's Oldest Whiskies, and we were greeted by Ethan Yule and Colin Dunn, who presented exactly that. It's a rare privilege to try expressions of this age or caliber, and when they're created and showcased by industry legends, there's always a good story to be told. These were 6 outstanding drams that I will likely never have the opportunity to try again. So we are racing towards the end of the show and doing our very best to hit that £100,000 marker. I've just been poured a Glenturret 35-year-old. This is £5,000 a bottle. And I just keep nosing it because obviously with expressions like this, they don't have a huge amount to give out. I don't want to waste it. But my God, is this a luxurious whiskey. Absolutely delicious. I don't have time to ponder it with you because we need to move on. So let's go to the next. We're here at the Laphroaig stand and we've got the Ian Hunter 34-year-old, an absolutely delicious whiskey that I actually got to try here last year with Charlotte. This year, trying it again, and it's just amazing Laphroaig. 34 years, £1,800 a bottle nearly. It's venerable, it's luxurious, it's everything that you want from an old Laphroaig and more. Really, really happy that I got to try it again. Let's move on to the next. So we're here, we're back at Moët Hennessy. We wanted to give a little bit of time before we came onto the Ardbeg. This is 25-year-old Ardbeg. They say that peat dissipates over time, but my God, does this smack you in the face as you smell it. Absolutely delicious from the glass. I've had a couple of sups and it's wonderful. It's drying, there's some great fruit in there. It's just an absolutely amazing expression from this Islay distillery, and it goes to show that no matter how old Ardbeg is, it's absolutely phenomenal. So we're here at the end of the Whisky event, and I am so proud to say that we've managed to hit the £100,000 Whisky Challenge. What a day it has been. Money aside, challenge aside, it's been a phenomenal show. We've tried some great whiskies from some of our favourite distilleries. We bumped into friends. We've also met new friends. We went to some amazing masterclasses, and it's just all in been an absolutely phenomenal day, which is why it just goes to show you need to buy yourself a ticket, invest in your whiskey journey, and get down to events like this so that you can indulge your favorite brands and learn so much more. Today has gone so well. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. However, if this video hits 1,000 likes, we're going to head out to the next show and do the £200,000 Whisky Challenge. So if that's something you want to see, make sure you drop a like. We will see you soon. Slán